Well, first of all, I would keep his speech a lot shorter than it's going to be.
What am I going to be watching for? I'm going to be watching for the president's tone and his rhetoric, because it's going to tell us whether or not we're going to actually see things get done over the next 2 years.
I'd expect President Biden will say something about his whole of government competition plan. And because those efforts have failed to pass any laws in Congress, most of that's going to be centered at the Federal Trade Commission now.
I expect President Biden will take a lot of credit for all of his great climate policies and all the hundreds of billions of dollars that are being wasted on commercially unviable forms of energy.
I do expect the president to talk about trade, but I don't expect him to talk about liberalizing trade.
If I were writing his speech, I would put the emphasis that the thing that workers need most right now is the freedom and the ability to sell their labor on an open market.
If I wrote the speech, I would admit that the country is broke financially as a result of overspending.
If I could write part of the president's speech, I would insert a portion on the labor force participation rate.
A more modest role for executive power. People look to the president to do far too much.
Well, here's what I'd like to see. Every year, law enforcement officers take millions of dollars from Americans who've never committed any crime. President Biden could easily order his attorney general to cut down on this outrage.
All right, bonus question. How many members of Congress will fall asleep tonight during the speech?
They'll all be too busy frantically worrying about what policies they should applaud for and what policies that they should frown during.
I don't think we're going to see too much new, not a lot of breaking news here. He's already made it clear what his agenda is, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was some dozing.